It was the night before Lee Jun closed his eyes for the last time. There was no snow, yet the air was as still as the moment just before snowfall. He sat propped up against his bedding. His breaths were short, his words slow. His son and grandson were by his side. But he was not looking at them. He gazed at the ceiling, recalling the courtyard of the magistrate's office from long ago. His younger self, accused of stealing grain. The trembling hands of the starving widow. The calculating eyes of the merchant who falsified his ledgers out of greed. All of those faces stood in a single line within him. He spoke softly. I spent my whole life trying to uphold the law. After pausing for breath, he continued. But I learned that a law built without understanding people does not endure. His son lowered his head. Lee Jun's voice grew weaker, yet remained clear. At first, I believed the law was right. Then I believed the heart was right. But if you cling to only one, the other will surely weep. A faint smile touched his lips. So I made a decision. I will take the law as my standard, and the heart as my reason. His son asked, What do you mean by that? Lee Jun answered slowly. Judgment must be made by the law. But when remembering a person, remember the circumstances they carried. Punishment must be equal, but leave the path of repentance open. Relieve hunger. Cut off greed. Correct mistakes. Hold deliberate wrongdoing accountable. He closed his eyes for a moment. 인지사정 human understanding is not a call to cover up sin. It is a call not to abandon a person. His grandson stepped closer. Grandfather, does that mean we should understand everyone? Lee Jun slowly shook his head. No. Understand them, but still hold them responsible. Understanding without responsibility creates even more tears. His breathing grew thinner. I understood my father. He punished me, but he did not abandon me. That is when I learned people do not change because of punishment alone, but because they were not cast aside. The room fell silent. Gathering his last strength, he spoke. The law protects the world. Human understanding protects people. If either is lost, a nation may remain in name, but a humane society will disappear. His hands slowly fell still. Outside the window, the wind brushed past once. In the records he left behind, there were no long speeches. Only these lines were written. Govern by the law, but never forget the people. Understand the heart, but never blur responsibility. And the final line, it is not a sin to waver. But the moment you use that wavering as an excuse, that is when the real sin begins.